let's talk non-toxic baby feeding items. If you recently caught my non-toxic baby toys series, you saw some of the suggestions for companies that have put out products that are quality, that do not contain toxic chemicals like phthalates, PVC, BPA, BPS, all of those different chemicals that are often found in plastics and other synthetic materials that can be harmful to children. This was a requested video, and so I definitely wanted to share my thoughts on feeding items for babies. Bottles, food containers, dishes, all of that stuff. This is definitely an area that most of the stores, when you go into the store, they have plastic options. Very much plastic options that are full of a lot of chemicals. Even if they say BPA free, that does not mean that they are completely free of synthetic toxic chemicals. So there are some safer options that you can go with. The things I'm going to show you are not, of course, the only brands that make these, but these are some of the examples of things to look for when you're looking at different brands. Let's start off with bottles. Your best option when you're picking bottles is glass. Glass is going to be the least toxic of all the different materials. If you have a daycare or some other provider that does not allow glass bottles, or you just personally don't want to deal with glass, another option is stainless steel. There are some great stainless steel cups out there. I don't know particular brands, but I have seen some on like Zulily and Amazon. Just make sure that they really are completely 100% stainless steel, no aluminum or other things like that, and you're good to go. But if you choose glass, there are a couple of brands. There is a brand, I know they carry it at Bye Bye Baby, and pregnancy brain has me completely forgetting the brand. But I saw it there and I almost bought it because they had glass bottles with silicone sleeves and looked pretty good. But I personally made the choice to go with Life Factory instead. And the reason is Life Factory is a little more expensive. However, I got my set free with rewards points. But Life Factory had the most grow with me potential, the most recyclability, if you will, because they can go from the bottle to also a sippy cup with these sippy caps, and then into a water bottle with these solid lids. So I can get a lot of use out of these. I can use these for years to come as a child's water bottle, sippy cup, and a water bottle for me if I want a small one. So I really like that, and that's why I chose Life Factory. I do love that they have a very thick silicone. I have a Life Factory bottle myself. I have two of them. My husband has one. He's dropped his many times. His is still intact, so I am pretty confident that these are sturdy and will last. They are BPA and BPS free, which is the alternative to BPA that a lot of companies use, and it's just as harmful, if not more harmful. So I'm pretty confident that these are really toxin free as much as possible. The nipples are, I believe, made of silicone, and there is some debate of, silicone safety, but you can't avoid everything on earth. So they have 4 ounce and 9 ounce. I got I'm not sure if it's the gender neutral or the boy starter set with 4 of them in different colors, and they have stage 1 nipples for 0 to 3 months, stage 2 nipples for 3 to 6 months, and then I also bought stage 3, which are 6 months and up. The starter set that I got also came with 2 more stage 2 nipples and also 2 solid caps to put on them. So I am really, really satisfied with these. I think these are awesome. And then of course I also got the 2 sippy caps to put on either of them. So I definitely encourage glass bottles, but again, stainless steel is another great option. As kids grow older and you start feeding them solids, you need dishware.
If you're the type of person that wants a mat on the table or in their area, Ooga, OOGAA, makes great silicone mats as opposed to just plastic that are, more on the safe side. They have other things too, but I don't know how great their other products are, but I would trust this more than a plastic mat. Going into bowls, I would highly recommend something like Think Baby. Think Baby makes dishware that is the interior where your food is touching is made of stainless steel, and the exterior is made of polypropylene. And they make a big deal about saying that there are no chemicals that are hormone disruptors. They list right here, free of BPA, lead, melamine, nitrosamines, PVC, phthalates, and biologically toxic chemicals. So they make a big deal out of that, and I trust stainless steel. So I got the whole feeding set, but you can also get them individually. You can get them in different colors. On Amazon, they're always going all over the place in price. But this set, it has a bento box with a clip-on lid, so you can store food in the fridge. It has a cereal bowl and a baby bowl, and both of these have lids that go on top of them. And it has a little cup. So, the outside is it's a kind of plastic, but the actual part that touches the food is stainless steel. So I really am looking forward to these. And if you do need to go plastic in the bowls and plates department, Green Eats, which is a part of Green Toys, the same company, they make plastic things out of recycled milk jugs. These are bowls. These are snack bowls. There are 4 of them. I believe they have other different feeding things too. There are no BPA, no phthalates, no melamine. So, not my first choice, but definitely better than a lot of the stuff out there. And then finally, they're going to need utensils. And there are a lot of plastic utensils out there that I would not go anywhere near. What I would recommend is searching Amazon for a toddler cutlery set, a utensil set. This is an Onyx, ONYX, stainless steel 4-piece children's playing cutlery set. And they come and go, different sellers have different ones on Amazon. And I happened to grab this one when it was in stock. And so they do look a little bit big, but these 3, there's a knife, spoon, and a fork that are toddler size, child size. I would say it's a little bigger than toddler size, but And then there's also a small spoon that's a baby spoon right here. So this is my choice for children's cutlery. Skip Hop also makes some that are stainless steel on the the piece of the spoon and the fork that they eat, but then they are plastic where they hold. Those are probably okay too, and I have seen it by my baby. I think it was just spoons. There was like a set of 8 spoons that were stainless steel and stuff. So you might be able to find some in stores, but I really would recommend sticking with stainless steel as much as possible and staying away from the plastic and all of that. So that is my thoughts on finding non-toxic feeding materials. It can be really difficult to try to find non-toxic things, and I know it's really hard, but really going with glass storage as much as possible instead of plastic, and just glass and stainless steel. Those are pretty much the 2 things that have been proven to be as safe as possible, and then food grade silicone is decent as well. When it comes to like snacks and food that you take along with you, I highly recommend, instead of plastic baggies, that you invest in Planet-Wise snack baggies. They do have food grade safe interiors, and they're fabric, and they're just really easy to just hand wash with your dishes, or I believe you can also wash them either in the dishwasher or the machine. I'm not sure which. I've never done that. But they have little snack ones with zippers or with Velcro, and then they have sandwich size, and they have all kinds of things, and they're cute little patterns, and they are just fabulous. So I highly recommend these instead of just throwing away or keeping things in plastic bags. So that's it for my non-toxic feeding solutions. If you have non-toxic feeding solutions at your house, let me know what brands and what things you like in the comments below. I'd love to hear about that. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye. This is a very high demand blend, and some of the ingredients are really hard to come by. They're either seasonal or they're just low supply, so this is always out of stock. But it does come up in stock every once in a while, and I was able to snatch it up last time I did, so I am super excited about that. It is a wonderful oil to have on hand for pregnancy and young children.